water. See if Mr. Narmy needs anything.
I've got water.
Okay.
I have an account, but it's really not active. Yeah, always say
Hey,
yes.
Charles. I want a significant amount of cash back.
Are they getting waters? Young Mr. Hannon, are you getting waters?
Yeah.
There you go. Will you get extra waters, please?
The picture is good. I just have to figure out.
Well, you got to pay them. Maybe they'll come back.
Please stand and remove your hat. I wouldn't know. As the American Legion Post 186 presents the color. The Akron Westfield Tough Band under the direction of Mr. Jacob Heck will play the national anthem as soon as they're in position.
Where were they a few weeks back? Westwood Sloan? Is that where they were at?
What's that?
Where were they a few weeks back? Westwood Sloan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A few weeks back, whatever it was.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. That was a great field. I mean, honestly, that was a phenomenal. I enjoyed that place. Brand new field.
Yes.
Very nice.
In the middle of a few bean fields.
It was great.
I liked it. I love these
Colin,
little towns.
how many waters? I just need one. How many did Mr. Narmy want?
As many as you can carry, please. Thank you. Bring your restroom with you. Alexis said I'm okay to include music tonight. She'll fix it tomorrow. Sometimes YouTube will ban it, but then she can take it off tomorrow.
Okay.
Got Jack his necklace back.
Thank
I
you.
just gave to Jake to give to him.
Thank you.
Were you there for opening kick yesterday?
He got slammed down pretty hard. I
Yeah,
thought it was great.
He did. He told me like at halftime. He was like, Coach, I was seeing stars there for a couple seconds. I was like, oh shoot, man. You gotta tell somebody that stuff. Actually, don't tell me that.
That's right, Solomon. Never tell your coach.
He didn't tell me till halftime, but he did get chopped down.
Okay.
Sure. It'll be like the old basketball.
Why that? Oh, they dance.
Oh,
All right, we have everything but the score bug right now.
that's all right. I can call time and score. So I'll do play-by-play, time and score. Jesse, you do color.
Okay.
Chad, you do color and producing scores.
Yep.
Everything else, we put mine in schmuck to do the camera.
Gabe, you want to run camera? It's easy. Yeah.
It's live right now.
The sound is not on. The sound is not on. All right. You good?
Jack, can you point it this way? Closer.
Yeah. Here, we're going to slide it this way. And I'll go like this, Gabe, so that you can see.
You want me here or on that end?
Why don't you come over here? I'm going to sit closest to Gabe because I'm going to keep trying to figure out the score bug.
Okay.
All right.
So I'll do a little Johnny Carson tonight.
We'd like to thank Keith Rose
All right.
from Impact Physical Therapy, and also Megan Prescott,
I'll do my best to stay in
here
trouble.
tonight,
Yep.
providing athletic training and physical therapy services to our student athletes. Thank you.
All right.
So whenever you're ready.
I'm ready when you're ready.
Megan.
Ready? I'm going to unmute you first. Tell me when you're ready. Okay. Good evening.
I
I
don't
can't
have
hear
anything.
anything.
Hold on. Now you can. Cold open.
Now I can hear you. Can you
Okay.
hear me
Gotcha.
okay?
Can you guys
Yes.
hear me?
All right, let's rock
Chad,
and
can
roll.
you turn mine up?
Yep. Hold on. I got to.
There we go. That was it. I'm 3. There we go. Nice little drive, huh? Way nicer weather than last time we were up here in Akron.
Good evening and welcome, St. Albert sports fans, to Akron, Westfield. We are in the town of Akron tonight. Charlie Narmy, Jesse Shea, Chad Hannon. Absolutely, Jesse, spectacular night. Beautiful drive all the way up here. We're mid-60s right now, on our way down a little cooler, and all the combines in the field. Great night for football.
Thrilled to be here. Yeah, thanks for the invite. Haven't called a football game, so it's probably a year ago today, Chad, or a year ago this week up in Woodbury Central, right?
Yeah, that's correct. And I know there's an echo, and I'm working on fixing that right now. We got a new soundboard. Big thank you to our sponsors for their very generous participation in their sponsorships. We were able to buy a new soundboard, unfortunately.
We're working on it. We, you might have seen on Twitter, we've got the camera.
I lost it.
Hold on. There we go.
Yep. Echo's gone on my side. No, it's still
No,
there.
it's back. We're getting there. This is a challenging moment.
Yeah, keep that. That's you. Keep that. I think there's one right there. You're good.
All right, Charlie, you're live again.
Hamilton set to kick. As he likes to do, kicks it deep. Little shorter than normal. Returner muffs the ball down on the 15. I don't know who that is. I'm just getting the. Kate. I don't hear you. I hear myself.
All right, try that.
Caleb Johnson there, number 12. 5'10 sophomore quarterback. Also plays defensive back. Sure we'll be mentioning his name a few times tonight. Akron lines up, I formation, split out wide to the right. That's going to be a run up the offensive left side. Who's that? Caden Netley on the run for the Westerners. Picks up 5 on the play. He'll bring up 2nd and 5.
So we want to give all the credit in the world to Chad Hannon, who is our producer tonight, Brady Smith. Hot date we've heard. And so Chad is producing with new equipment. We've got the camera taped up. We've worked with worse. One of the pieces is missing. And we've got volunteer soccer announcer extraordinaire Gabe Wagner working your camera tonight, St. Albert Dad. Gain of about 5 on the carry. That'll be a first down for the Westerners. 11-10 to go here in the first. Once we get the microphones all fixed, Chad will work on the score bug. So don't give him a hard time. We would not be set up without him. He got here an hour early, and he's been working on it ever since. So we are aware there's an echo. We're working on it. Keep the text messages coming. You are our producers at home tonight. Charlie and Army, Jesse Shea, and Chad Hannon. Pink out here in Akron. First and 10. 10:45 to go here in the first.
Falcons loading the box up.
Not much running room, no gain on the play, maybe even a loss of a half. Going to bring up 2nd and 10.
3 plays, 3 yards in a cloud of dust pretty much is what they're averaging right now.
Yep, not a team that passes the football, or at least passes it overly effectively. So they're going to run the ball a lot tonight. I don't think they have the speedsters that we saw last week, though, Jesse.
No. Looks like they're. I think when they show their hand when they line up like this, trips. I think they have a heavy tendency to pass. But when they line up that I formation, I think they kind of show their hand there.
Crone's the safety. He'll take the inside man. No deep safety for the Falcons. Hamilton down below. They're going to look this way. Chad had it nailed.
That's Adrian Jessen coming up.
Adrian Jessen absolutely lays the wood on a perfect form tackle. Go back and hit the rewind. You can't do it any better. As clean as it gets. Let's hope that Ronan Higman is okay, but what a wonderful stick by the junior, number 2, Adrian Jessen.
Great recognition there. He's been coached up on that. They've probably been seeing it on tape. Great recognition. Nice execution there on that.
Beautiful facility here in Akron. For those wondering, we're about 45 minutes northeast or so of Sioux City. You drive through Westfield first, then Akron. The next town up is West Sioux. Lamar's is about 20 miles to our east. We're not that far away from some of our old foes. Hinton, HMS, West Lyon. We've been up this way quite a bit the last 20 years, but Jesse, it's been a few years.
Yeah.
We were here for a playoff game, though, last year.
Yes, yeah. Cold October night.
So it was a cold October night. We played here at Akron Westfield, but we played Lamar's Galen Catholic. Their field was in use that night.
I came here. I was here at the game last year, and you go to concession stand. They have the same colors as us, Galen.
Oh yeah. A little lighter green, but yes.
Yes, very similar athletic gear.
You're looking around, everybody. Do I know you? Do I know you?
Yeah. That was the feeling. I feel like I should know you. No?
66 is Sawyer. Oh, that sounds better, Chad. 66 is Sawyer Sheffield. 51 is Luke Sundberg. 70 is, of course, Jack Burt. 67 is Andrew Tamayo. Your linebacker, number 1, Avery Beck, and number 22, Micah Hutchinson, also joins him. Ben Crone wears number 10, Adrian Jessen, number 2, Kyle Irwin, number 24, and Cooper Hamilton, number 4. 3rd and 9. We're here early in the first quarter. Going to drop straight back. Falcons cannot get pressure. A man is open deep, and a good catch here, still on his feet, and he's going to be dragged down by Ben Crone, but a nice throw and a good catch by Cooper Eisenmenger. And that'll be a Westerners' first down deep in Falcon territory.
2-yard line of the Falcons. That's another Westerner.
I'm just testing. There we go. I have myself.
You sound
hear me?
good, Jesse. Pretty good echo.
Little robotic.
The Mad Statter, Matt Matson, is enjoying the echo at home and ethereal feel. So another word from Matt I'm going to have to look up in my dictionary later. I formation, tight end to the top. One receiver down below. Here's the give over off left-hand side. He'll get a gain of about 6, maybe 7 on the carry, carrying Falcon defenders with him. Gain of 7 on the play, going to bring up 2nd and 3.
Westerners trying to set that tone physically.
Oh,
they're blocking to the echo of that whistle, Charlie.
8:34 to go here in a scoreless first. Opening drive, beautiful night, 66 degrees. Every 2 minutes on the way up, you saw a combine in the field, working beans and corn. Good rain about a week ago. It's been dry ever since. Falcons fake the blitz. Westerners put a man in motion. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. You can see ball control football. Needed 3. Got about 2.5. Going to bring up 3rd and a half. Jesse, old school football.
Brody Hoffman on the carry. Is that number 2 there?
Sure, we'll work with that. The Matt Statter, Matt Madsen, not in the house tonight, so we're not too sure about stats.
This does remind me of old Falcon football, I formation, just stop us if you can kind of football.
There is something still quite beautiful about it.
I agree.
Falcons look fantastic in their traditional school colors, gold, yellow pants, white tops, gold helmets. Pink out for the Westerners. I formation tight up top, one receiver down below. Jessen's got a man in motion. And here is play action pass down towards the bottom. That ball nearly intercepted by Cooper Hamilton. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 with 7:16 to go. Young Mr. Hannon, you can keep it as a tip for going. We might need you later. You keep that. Put it in the side of your shorts or your socks. There you go. As always, folks, you hear how the sausage is made here on St. Albert Sports Fan. Young Mr. Hannon.
Yeah. And we're talking, drive up. We're close to some old rivals. We're sitting in here with the fans. We're about 20 feet away from the student section.
And Jesse's going in and out. I want to make sure we're all plugged in. Somebody said we sound echoey like the Cubs games in the 80s. Might need a cool refreshment like Harry Carey. Twin receivers up top, 2nd and 10, 7:16 to go. Quarterback run off left-hand side, thrown down hard by Ben Crone.
Nice job by Ben Crone coming up.
Brings down the quarterback, Caleb Johnson. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 7:02 to go here in the first, scoreless. Once we get the headsets figured out, then we'll work on that score bug. Until then, we'll just do old school radio and give you time and score as much as we can. Charlie Army, Jesse Shea, Chad Hannon, and Gabe Wagner working the camera tonight. Twin receivers up top. Falcons had it scouted well last time. Now they'll move it tight in the slot. Your way. Quarterback keeper with Johnson, right-hand side, brought down by Avery Beck. Ben Crone will not have the first down. Needed about 7, got 3. Going to bring up 4th and 3.
Nice job by Beck, shooting that gap, getting in there, getting his hands on the quarterback, slowing him down.
The Westerners appear to be going for it. Not known for their kicking game. Important play here for the Falcons with 6:10 to go in the first. It's scoreless. 4th and 3, needs to get to about the 12-yard line. Twin receivers down below. Falcons appear to be blitzing towards the bottom of your screen. Johnson's going to look this way. The ball's going to be caught, and Jessen is going to be really close on the tackle. I think he's got the first down by a yard. It'll be 1st and goal from the 10-yard line with 5:50 to go here in the first.
I like getting that quarterback out on that right side. He's athletic, finding those receivers underneath routes down there. Good little quarterback so far.
Yeah, Caleb Johnson has had a good game so far, and we appreciate all the texts on the sound. We are continuing to work on it. When it sounds good, sounds better, let us know. Yep, we know we're echoing. 1 receiver, 2 receivers up top. This is Caleb Johnson off left-hand side. Gain of about 3 on the play. Going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 7. 5 minutes to go here in a scoreless first. Opening drive of the game. Senior night, pink out. We're already in week 7. 1 week from tonight, the regular season will end. The Westerners 2 and 4, losers of their last 3. They've got wins over Westwood Sloan and West Monona. The Falcons 4 and 2, undefeated in the district. And Jesse, a win tonight ensures a home playoff game in week 1. Trips up top. Similar formation to earlier, just the other side. And then Johnson's going to run it this time. The Falcons had it scouted beautifully. Great play by Luke Sundberg, and then Avery Beck comes in and cleans it up, and it's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 7 with
I don't hear Charlie. I hear myself. I hear that one.
Okay.
I hear you, not
Yeah.
him.
Ball hit to Caleb Bentley. Tackle for no gain. Brings up 4th and goal.
Charlie, can you pick me up?
Tackles made by
Can you hear me? No. Okay, that's good. Fabulous.
Hey, Gabe, real quick, can you shoot the scoreboard real quick?
Okay, so I got Jesse's. I got this. Hold on. Nope.
Test.
There it is. I can hear you, Jess.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm gonna unplug me and plug Charlie in. Jesse.
On 4th and 7, the Falcons hold the line. They do not jump. The Westerners call a timeout. 4th and goal from the 7. 2:48 to go here in a scoreless first opening drive. Charlie and Army, Chad Hannon, Jesse Shea, and Gabe Wagner working the camera tonight. Please keep us updated on how we sound. Once we get that figured out, then we'll maybe attempt the score bug. Life is hard without Brady Smith and Kellen Underwood. Chad, let's see if we can hear you.
Yeah, I think I can
sound
hear
better?
You. Yep. You sound crystal clear, Charlie.
Okay, Chad is not plugged in, but can you hear us, Chad? Okay. So Chad, we think, has us figured out. Please send us a text message. The text message line is open tonight. Of course, if it's not producer related with the audio and stuff, let us know who you are and where you are watching and your connection to the game after this play. We'll get you that phone number. 4th and goal from the 7. 2:48 to go here. Scoreless first. Twins up top, one man down below. Johnson's going to look left. Falcons have it covered. Now he's going to scramble out of the pocket, look towards the back of the end zone. That ball is going to go incomplete, but there's a flag down on the play.
He was
They're going to say the Falcons pushed him. Jesse might have looked like he was out of bounds anyway.
If they're going to call it illegal contact, quarterback broke the pocket. Oh,
They're going to
looks
say
like
it's
gonna
on
be
the
Akron.
Westerners. Thank you, Avery Beck, for the call. See, Jesse, we just got ahead of ourselves a little bit.
There we go. Illegal contact on the offense. We'll take that.
They're going to call a push-off. So the Falcons hold on 4th and 7. 2:41 to go here, scoreless first.
I got Clay Chickering helping out with the audio, so thank you, Clay.
Thank you, Clay.
Yeah, always helpful on our broadcasts.
Injury report tonight, Owen Wagner is out, as well as Bryce Nelson. Ben Crone has an upper body injury but is playing, as you've seen. Hamilton's going to catch that at about the 17-yard line. Going to be close to a first down. He's got it by, well, no, he's going to be short by about a football, bring up 2nd and 1. Scoreless first.
Nice quick pass, get the quarterback comfortable, get the quarterback moving. I like that. Nice way to get the quarterback, warmed up into this game. Late getting coming off a long drive by the Westerners. Nice job by Coach Woods.
Adrian Jessen, Avery Beck, receivers up top. Cooper Hamilton down below. Here's Kyle Irwin over off right-hand side. Good running room, and he is going to back his way forward for a gain of about 4. Bring up 2nd and 6. Offensive line, Jack Burt. 70, 52 is Cohen Hamilton. 51 is Luke Sundberg. 66 is Sawyer Sheffield. Kyle Irwin now just 4 yards to break 1,000 for the first time since 2010. So 15 years. He needs 4. Going to be close here.
Ooh, he might
have gotten 4 there on the dot.
I think he did, Charlie.
And so congratulations to Kyle Irwin for 1,000 yards rushing for the year, the first Falcon to do so in 15 years. Congratulations, 24, Kyle Irwin. Thank you to our producer, Chad Hannon, for the information.
He's got a couple games to go. He, that 1,000-yard mark is going to be way in behind him here by the end of the season.
Ben Crone in the slot up top. Here's Kyle Irwin up the middle. Not much running room this time. Gain of maybe a yard on the play, but that's about all he needed. Going to be close. I think he'll have the first down. 1 minute to go here in the opening period. Westerners drove about 90 yards in the Falcons. Now the Falcons' first possession. So, Jesse, St. Albert has played the world's longest high school football games this year, but this one is moving right along.
Yeah, it was a pretty clean drive by the Westerners on that first drive. One big play, but the rest, kept the ball on the ground, clock moving. So,
Jessen's the receiver up top. They'll move Colt Spencer into the slot, and now we're going to give to Irwin off right-hand side, see if Spencer can help out. Not a lot doing there. A Westerner lost his helmet on the play. That's 57. That's Nathan Schoenheider. He'll have to check out, but I like his spirit. Went in and dove for the tackle anyway.
Yeah. A little Cam Scattaboo.
Yeah, boy, he had himself a ball game last night.
Yeah, he did. That was fun to watch.
A battering ram.
Yeah, seems like he'd be a guy that, would stick his nose in there without a helmet too.
One of those guys you love to have on your team and you really don't like playing against.
100%.
7 minutes to go here in the quarter. Last play of the quarter, presumably. Yurkowski's going to wing one deep. Jessen, he's going to catch at the 40, 35, 30. Foot race the end zone. Now he'll make a cut. Adrian Jessen still on his feet. Jukes out two guys. Adrian Jessen will go in for a 72-yard touchdown grab from Cale Yurkowski. And the Falcons lead 6-0 at the end of the quarter.
What a way to end the first quarter, Charlie. Perfect pass by Cale. Caught it in stride, able to make a couple guys miss. Great play.
Nice catch, good speed, great juking from Adrian Jessen. Thank you to our cameraman, Owen Wagner, who grabbed all that. Falcons lead 6-0. Extra point still to go. And Yurkowski, after the throw, will hold. Hamilton, who was good, would have been good from 50 in pregame. It's up and good. Falcons lead 7-0, end of one here at Akron, Westfield.
The scoreboard there, did you see the scoreboard pop up with 12? I was kind of confused there.
We would take that. Hey, we're going to throw a few shout-outs. Again, the text message number tonight is 402-639-0788. 402-639-0788. The great Dave and Beanie Nielsen checking in. They were some of the originals, took millions of photographs. So we want to thank them so much. Want to thank, well, we're not sure quite who this is. We want to thank Teresa Johnson. Teresa Johnson checking in tonight. Out of town for business, we're told. And so checking in. Shout out to the Hughes family celebrating Julie's mom, Connie, her 81st or 39th birthday tonight, watching the Falcons.
Nice.
Also, congratulations to the middle school Saints soccer team, coached by Mrs. Hannon, of course, Mrs. Lindsay Hannon. They get the big win over St. Stephen the Martyr to gain a share of the league championship. So congratulations to Lindsay Hannon and her 7th and 8th grade Saints.
Was that tonight?
That is tonight.
Okay, nice job.
Melissa and Army checking in from the parking lot at her boyfriend's, which is Target. Mary and Jim Bunce and the Bunce family checking in from San Diego. Thank you so much. And again, I've lost some phone numbers the last 6 months. You might need to let me know who you are just in case. Catherine Narmy checking in. ADM leads Glenwood 3-0. Thank you to the Mad Statter, Matt Matson.
That kick is fielded by number 10 of the Westerners. Returned out to about the 28, looks like.
St. Albert leading 7-0 as we begin the second period.
That's Nolan Laura on the return, freshman, 5'10 freshman.
Thomas Coughlin on the tackle, as well as Brody Pellet. And Kason Nadjwick had checked into the ball game. Falcons keep their starters out there. Second drive of the night, beautiful night. Upper 60s when we started. It's crisp.
Yeah, it's going to get down to low 50s, I think, by the time we're out of here, Charlie.
Yeah, jeans, sweatshirt, maybe a coat type weather. Falcons look like they're blitzing off the edge here. And they're going to run sweep right-hand side. There is a flag down on the play after the run by Cooper Eisinger.
In the territory of holding, you could imagine.
Speaking of middle school sports, Jesse knows a little something about middle school football. We'll catch up with him later about that.
Yeah.
Big ball game last night, a couple more coming up. Still waiting for the call here. They're going to walk it back, so I think that's in the area of holding.
Oh, we got the
we got
ref
a
mic'd
microphone.
up. Nice. Is that Mr. Jim Fesick who?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Similar, but doesn't look like him.
I think this guy was the ref last year when we played Galen.
Oh, really? We like?
I just remember. I think he had trouble getting around. If
Wait.
you don't remember.
Well, that looks to be the case so far. Caleb
Yeah.
Johnson, shotgun formation, man in motion. They'll now put 3 eligible receivers down at the bottom of your screen. Caleb Johnson is going to keep it himself over off left-hand side. The Falcons wrap him up. Cohen Hamilton, and who got there first? That looks like
Micah Hutchinson, maybe.
56 for the Falcons. Andrew Beckman also in on the stop.
Linebacker's doing a good job tonight, moving downhill, getting those off-tackle runners down on the ground, or at least slowing them down. See if the Falcons can avoid the big play, which has really hurt them this season so far.
ADM leading Glenwood 10-0 early second. Clay Chickering watching from Glenwood tonight. Second and about 20 here. Screen pass up top, not much doing. Cooper Hamilton, Cohen Hamilton, and Micah Hutchinson in on the tackle. Going to bring up 3rd and 20. I want to thank Dan and Joni Hertz, Cooper's grandparents, watching from Roseland, Nebraska tonight. They really appreciate us doing the ball games. Trainer leads Red Oak 21-0. Matt Geyer, of course, checking in from Ventura, California. Matt, hope you're healthy, getting healthy. And Matt's been with us 20-some years.
Oof.
Good Falcon grad. I want to thank Chad Hannon, who is still working behind the scenes with Brady Smith, Alexis Army, working on score bugs, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot that they do that I just have no clue about.
3rd and forever. They'd have to get out to the 37-yard line. Caleb Johnson's going to wing one deep. Cooper Hamilton on coverage. Hamilton just jumps straight. Oh, my golly. They're going to call a pass interference. He jumped straight up. We would kindly disagree with the call, although it is Officials Appreciation Week. You saw it front and center right in front of you. That, Jesse, that looked pretty clean to me.
That was clean. That's like an old face guarding penalty. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like it didn't even look like he touched him.
Falcons lead 7-0 here, early second.
That was Nolan Laura, and the intended receiver for the Westerners.
Would have been a 4th and long for the Westerners. Coach Gentili, he wants an explanation. Needs to be careful here. Patty and Ed Gibbler listening from Council Bluffs. Couldn't make the trip tonight. Want to thank Brody Pellet.
As you can probably pick up, we're amongst the Falcon fans here.
Yes. Speaking of Falcon fans, good to hear from Jim and Maxine Marshall checking in. Jim had a very serious injury not too long ago, so great to hear Jim and Maxine Marshall checking in tonight. It will actually not be first down. It'll be 3rd and about 5. 10-15 to go here in the second. Falcons lead 7-0.
A trip split out here to the near side.
They've ran that before. Falcons had it covered well. It's going to look up top. This is Johnson, and Johnson's pass is complete. And this is Higman, who got dinged up earlier. It'll be a first down for the Westerners.
He spotted about a 10-yard catch and run. Beef spotted at the 42 of the Westerners. Unfortunate penalty there, but the Falcons got to, focus here, get their heads right, put it behind them.
Hall of Famer Randy Sawyer's checking in tonight. Coach, hope you're doing well. Your 7th and 8th grade Saints, good victory tonight and share the league championship. Give over off right-hand side. Ben Crone in on the stop. Gain of about 3, maybe 4. We'll call it 2nd and 7.
As Nedley again on the carry.
Jesse, is there such a thing as an uncatchable ball? in high school?
That's a good question. I'd have to look. I should know that, right?
Well, I don't know.
But I mean, I've seen a lot of uncatchable balls. But on the officiating side, I don't know.
Dana Ratcliffe checking in. Very appreciative of the broadcast. Thanks for joining us, Dana. 9:05 to go here in the first half. Falcons leading 7-0. They've had one drive. It was a 72-yard bomb to Adrian Jessen. And Johnson's pass is going to be batted down by Cooper Hamilton. His second bat down of the night. Going to bring up 3rd and 7. So, Jesse, these guys watch a lot of film.
Yeah.
They've seen something where they've moved Hamilton to that slot and got his hands in the air.
Yeah, they're dropping in a zone, it looks like, when he rolls right, and they're must be firing that corner or something. Or Hamilton's coming from the safety spot there. They like to roll him right. And he's good moving right, I mean, from what we've seen so far.
Boone leads Thomas Jefferson 7-0 at Boone tonight. 3rd and 7. Johnson looks over to the coach. Not a big bench. Good crowd, though, tonight. Senior night and pink out. Johnson's going to look this way once again. That ball intercepted. Cooper Hamilton. Cooper Hamilton still on his feet. Read it perfectly. It's going to be close. They're going to call him out of bounds just short, but an interception and a 50-yard return for Cooper Hamilton sets the Falcons up. It'll be 1st and goal from the 2-yard line.
What a play by Cooper Hamilton. Reading the quarterback, jumped in front of the receiver. Look what I found, Coach. That's a great play by the sophomore.
Hamilton with 2 passes batted down. Now a pick, nearly 6. But the Falcons are in business, leading 7-0, 8:43 to go here in the half.
Let's see if Coach Woods rewards Mr. Hamilton here with a.
The officials are going to take a little time here. We're not quite sure.
Fixing that pylon.
Oh, there we go. Good call. They know what they're doing. Shotgun formation from the 2. Receivers up top. Kyle Irwin in the backfield with Cale Yurkowski. And the Falcons. Not a great snap. Irwin is able to pick it up, though, still on his feet. No gain on the play. Matter of fact, he lost a couple, but Jesse, he got the football.
Yeah.
That came back to him on the ground.
Good job by Irwin picking it up and, trying to get some yards. Westerners were right there to gang tackle him. Looked like number 5 for the Westerners, Ronan Higman, first guy in there. Had a hold of Kyle's ankles there.
Natural grass field is just a little moist tonight.
It's a good facility up here.
Oh, this is absolutely spectacular. Little Americana. That ball's on the ground, and the Westerners are going to recover it. Shotgun formation and a little trouble with the handoff sweep to Jessen. And the Falcons will turn it right back over with 8:05 to go here in the first. Thankfully, they still lead 7-0. Westside leads Elkhorn South 14-0. Big ball game tonight in Omaha. We're looking at a score from Westside now leading South, Elkhorn South 21-0. Homecoming for Abraham Lincoln. They're all tied up with Gabe Wagner's former school, Des Moines Roosevelt. They're at zeros after one at AL's homecoming. We would love a Benson and Bryan score. Big game over in Omaha tonight. Benson and Bryan.
A lot of stuff has to happen on that play. The timing of the motion has to be right.
Ball's on the ground again.
On the ground again.
The Westerners will recover it at their own 5-yard line.
They're going to lose 3 on that. If it's spotted like we think, yeah. Bring up 2nd and 12.
Who wants the football?
I think Hamilton did.
Jackson Burt, 70, 67. Andrew Tamayo, 52. Cohen Hamilton out there. Colt Spencer, 87. And, of course, 66, kind of the leader of that group, Sawyer Sheffield.
The king.
2nd and 11. King Sawyer down to the bottom of your screen. He's going to rush right-hand side. Johnson's going to roll out left. Falcons cannot get there, and Jessen will push him out of bounds near the 20. Going to be close to a first down. Going to be 1st and 10 for the Westerners with 7:19 to go here in the first.
He's quick around that corner, Charlie. That quarterback.
Charlie Army, Jesse Shea, Chad Hannon, who is seriously working extremely hard, got the echo out. Now he's working on a score bug. If you saw Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, the camera is literally taped tonight. I told Chad we've done worse. We once had a camera, an iPhone on a stick, and that's how we broadcast.
And me and Chad did a bowling meet with the camera taped up before too. So we've been here.
Falcons think they have the football.
Yes, and they do.
They do. Third turnover of the ball game.
That looks like Colt Spencer ended up with it, Charlie. Third turnover in about 3 minutes, or probably less than 3 minutes game time, Charlie.
St. Albert will take over at the 20-yard line of the Westerners in a big district matchup. Falcons looking to secure a home playoff game in round 1. And a costly mistake may not prove as costly as they get the football right back, leading 7-0.
Falcons will take over here on the 20.
Yurkowski, the quarterback, he'll be down to the bottom of your screen. They're going to run a little wildcat with Avery Beck and Kyle Irwin.
I love Beck's running style, just straight downhill.
Here he comes at you.
Yep.
We had the Lightning. Here comes the Thunder. About a yard on the play. Going to bring up 2nd and 9. 7 minutes to go here in the half. Falcons leading 7-0. You have the scoreboard working now? Look at you. Look at you. All right, we got the bug up. Now we're going to work on the score. Bit by bit.
We don't pay him enough, I don't think.
And in case you were wondering, this was not a last-second deal. Chad was here setting up at 6 o'clock. Twin receivers down towards the bottom. Yurkowski's going to roll out right-hand side. Not much doing except for Avery Beck, who will catch at the 5-yard line. What a throw by Cale Yurkowski. Catches the streaking Avery Beck. And it's 1st and goal for the Falcons at the 6.
Coach Woods showed a lot of confidence in Beck last year in the passing game, and he hasn't shied away from it this year.
That pattern was layered, and there were defenders in between him and Beck. That was a beautiful throw.
Yes, it was. Looks like we got the Wildcat again here.
1st and goal from about the 7. We're quite a ways away here. Low snap again. Avery Beck is going to bowl his way forward, still on his feet. He'll be brought down. Not a lot on the play. We'll call it no gain. Going to bring up 2nd and 7.
We haven't seen him try to throw out of that yet, have we?
We have not.
Okay.
And nothing against Coach Woods, but my issue with the Wildcat has always been 1 out of 100 you see the halfback actually throw it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really kind of easy to read. But every once in a while, maybe they'll catch you.
Did we do was the Ben Crone pass last week?
Halfback pass.
Was it out of the Wildcat?
They ran the sweep with him.
Okay.
Just like this, and then he threw it.
Yep.
And he was thinking about it there, but now he's going to try and run a man over. He'll pick up a few on the play. And that's Crone with an unspecified upper body injury, lowering the shoulder.
Tough kid.
Very tough kid. Going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 3. Benny Johnson checks into the ballgame. Mom Teresa checking in. Work trip out of town.
Avid sports fan listener.
5:19 to go here in the half. The over-under in Vegas was in the low 60s, and the game completion time was probably about midnight. Falcons have played long games this year. This thing's moving right along.
The second quarter's way slower than the first, but yeah.
For sure. Hamilton in the slot, Johnson and Jessen up top. Now they're going to put Crone in motion again. They're going to roll his side, and just out of reach. He turned one way, the ball came the other. Going to bring up 4th and goal from the 3. I like the play call. Here comes the kicking team.
Oh.
I like it. Jesse, what do you
Yeah.
think? Put points on the board, make it a 2-score game?
Yeah, no, I like it. You have a ton of confidence in your kicker. It's the right play.
So we said Hamilton was good from 50 in the pregame. Tough angle here for a right-footed kicker. This will be Patrick McGill to snap. Yurkowski gets it down. Good snap. It's up and
it's
through.
Missed. I think he missed it.
He did. You're right.
Missed it
Holy
to the right.
Smokes. I thought, wow. So the ball will come out to the 20. 4:46 to go here in the half. St. Albert leading 7-0.
It's that tough. That's a tough, like you said, it's a tough angle for right-footed kicker.
Jesse, a couple of missed opportunities for the Falcons. They They get the ball at the 5 and they get the ball at the 20. Can't punch either one in.
No, would have been nice to go up 2 scores there. I still like the call by Coach Woods.
I do too.
You have the best kicker on the field easily.
One of the better kickers in the state. I still contend a Division I punter.
He does kick a beautiful ball.
Owen Bergen checking in. Owen Bergen back with the Sunday Morning Coffee Club. If you're interested, give him a contact. And because it's National Officials Week, he will not commenting on the officiating we've seen thus far. Hoppin will get a gain of about 5 on the play. Well, they're going to give him about 7. Going to bring up 2nd and 3.
The kid's not built like a fullback, but he runs like one, Charlie. 5'8", 160 pounds.
Underwood leads Shenandoah 20-0. And a couple other scores for you out there. Lewis Central leading Denison 21-0. The Savannah Savages leave the Chillicothe Hornets 14-0. Okay. Crone will bring him down with a good tackle at the knees. And that is going to be enough for a Westerners first down. Clay Chickering says the score bug is good. So Clay checking in from Glenwood, thank you. Kearney leads Millard North 21-0, and the Bryan versus Benson score is elusive so far. I'm just curious how much I need to call it out. Okay, you do have quarter and time. Look at you, fancy. Chad Hannon, the hero tonight. In all seriousness, when you see him Tuesday at the volleyball broadcast, give him a huge thank you. He worked tirelessly to get this all set up. He was supposed to be broadcasting. Here's the reverse. They're thinking about passing it, but they're not going to have a
Sniffed
chance.
out by Jessen. That's about a 10-yard loss, Charlie.
Adrian Jessen read it beautifully. Jesse, fair to say after last week, the Falcons watched a little extra film for this week?
Yeah, I know those coaches are in that film room a lot, but they must have seen some stuff here because we've seen those corners jump a few plays that have really helped the Falcons tonight.
2nd and 18. You have to wonder if the Falcons can get a stop here, if they'll use one of their timeouts to get the football back. Low scoring, quick half, just what we all expected, right? Trips down to the bottom. Caleb Johnson is the quarterback. He's had a pretty good night so far throwing the football. Not been his forte this year. Now going to throw a little swing pass out. Irwin sheds the block and makes the tackle.
Job
what a beautiful
Irwin.
play. Absolutely beautiful. Hit the rewind button, 15 seconds. Watch 24. That's how you do it. Going to bring up 3rd and 12.
Shed that blocker and get in there, stick his nose in there. It was a great play. Just forcing him in is a good play by Kyle, but he comes up, makes that tackle. Great play.
Falcons will not call a timeout. Just over 2 minutes to go here in the half. We're 2 hours from home. We're 45 minutes north, northwest, maybe northeast, who knows, from Sioux City. Beautiful drive, take the valley all the way up. Beautiful Luss Hills just to your east. Man in motion, going to look that way, and now Johnson wants to look deep. He's covered by Jessen. Jessen makes a play on it, cannot bring it down, but forces the incompletion. Going to bring up 4th and 12.
Intended for Cooper Eisminger.
And so now the Falcons will get a chance at the return game. Oh, I love.
Crowd wanted a foul there. I don't think it was.
I don't think so.
No.
Don't you love high school football Friday night? Little Americana here. This is great, especially when you've got a 57 punting the football.
Hey, that's a kid that lost his helmet. He's a dog. He's a dog.
Nathan Schroemreiter will kick. And if you're listening from Akron, Westfield tonight, the program is really small, hard to see the names. We'll do our best. And this is going to be a fair catch attempt and caught by Kyle Irwin at the 33-yard line. 1:48 to go here in the first half. Falcons' lone score came on a 72-yard bomb from Cale Yurkowski to Adrian Jessen.
Coach Woods has all 3 of his timeouts in his back pocket, Charlie.
That's why he's down there and we're up here.
Yeah.
I thought maybe we would have used one there on 3rd down. All right, time for the big boys to do a little work and give Yurkowski a little time. Hamilton up top along with Avery Beck, Benny Johnson, Adrian Jessen down to the bottom. Kyle Irwin, who reached 1,000 yards rushing earlier tonight in the backfield. And this is another low snap. And Irwin picks it up, and he'll be dropped at the 19-yard line.
Be a loss of 14, depending on the spot. We'll see if
Now,
Akron tries to use a timeout.
This is a snapper who's in his 3rd year, and so the field must be very moist out there.
This is the first chilly game we've really had, too.
Yep.
I don't know if that's playing a factor, but
Absolutely perfect field conditions. They are, I mean, the field is just beautiful, great shape.
from where when I was buying some at the concession stand, I looked over and I knew it was grass, but I looked over and it looks like turf. It's a good looking field.
Shotgun formation. Falcon's going to get conservative now. Kyle Irwin, left-hand side. He's not touched for 10 yards. Good downfield block. Irwin's going to bring it out to the 35-yard line.
I think Coach Woods might use a timeout now. Maybe no. Okay.
Going to bring up 3rd and 10. We were here last year, and the Falcons played Lamar's Galen Catholic in a first-round playoff game. Otherwise, varsity bound is wrong. The Falcons actually played here in 2015 in a playoff game that felt like we were in Antarctica. Benny Johnson, the receiver, down towards the bottom with Jessen. Twins up top. 28 seconds to go in the half. They're going to look that way. Here's Hamilton with the catch, still on his feet, cuts it back inside. Hamilton has running room towards the middle. He's got blockers. Adrian Jessen down. Hamilton will be brought down at the 45-yard line, and now the Falcons will call a timeout with 16 seconds to go.
Nice job by Cooper Hamilton finding the lane there.
Falcons would need at least 15 yards to get in Hamilton's range. He was good from 50 in the pregame, Jesse.
Which way the winds is pretty still here.
Only good news is the bugs have gone to sleep for the night.
Yeah.
Feel free to check in. We'd love to hear from you. And, of course, let us know where you're watching from, who you're supporting. We'd also love scores. 402-639-0788. 402-639-0788.
Little Falcons scored at the end of the half yesterday, Charlie.
Oh, boy. We'll talk about that at half. That was pretty.
See if the big Falcons can do the same here.
Jesse Shea on the broadcast tonight. He'll be your PA man next week. We'll have Chad Hannon fill in the big shoes of the Matt Statter, Matt Matson, who will be unable to attend.
Chad, I think the fans were thinking you were going to be on the call tonight too.
Spread receivers, and they're going to look up top. And what a catch by Benny Johnson. That is a really difficult catch that he makes. He'll be down at the 27-yard line. Nice throw again by Yurkowski. Good catch by Benny Johnson, potential state qualifying wrestler. 10 seconds to go. Jesse, you run another play here?
I think you do, definitely. With one more timeout, maybe get the ball on the left hash for Cooper or the middle of the field and let him go. See if we can push this to 2 scores. And the Falcons get the ball at half. So that's what good teams do. They score before the end of the half, and they punch it in that first possession of the second half.
A field goal from here would be a 45-yarder. It is in Hamilton's range. At least it was an hour ago in the pregame. We'll take other district scores if you have them tonight. Probably the one we're interested in the most is Logan Magnolia at 4-2 versus Woodbury Central at 6-0. Benny Johnson will go to the receiver spot. He's going to be stacked with Adrian Jessen. And they'll put Hamilton and Beck up top. 10 seconds to go here in the half. Falcons do have a timeout.
They have them spread out pretty good.
And now we're going to run Kyle Irwin up the middle. Irwin still on his feet. Irwin with running room. Irwin is going to go down about the 6-yard line with 1 second left in the half.
And they got the timeout. 1 second to go.
Give credit to the scorekeeper up there, who are always hometown, and they left a second on. There was at least 1 or 2. So now, Jesse, you've been down here before. You had 1st and goal from the 5. We had the ball at the 20, couldn't punch it in. 1 second to go. Do you take the points? We just missed one from here.
Looks like
or
Cooper Hamilton has the tee in his hand. It looks like he has a tee in his hand. I think I like going up 2 scores here, especially getting the ball after half. I think kicking the field goal here is the play.
This ball is going to be almost exactly where it was about 20 minutes ago in real time. From here, this will be a 25-yard field goal attempt.
And I bet when Coop missed that first one, I bet he said, I make that 9 out of 10 times. We'll see it here.
Yep. All right, so Cohen gives him a little pat on the rear. Patrick McGill will snap. Yurkowski will hold.
C.J. Gradiville, special teams coach. He's kicked a few field goals in his life.
2 sophomores back there. Storied kicking game for decades with the Falcons. Hamilton, another good one. Looking to put the Falcons up 2 scores here. Last play of the half. 25-yard field goal attempt. Good snap, ball's down, kick is up. Jesse, I think this one's
no good. That's
They're
off
gonna
to
call
the right
it.
again.
You're kidding me. What am I not seeing there? Wow.
About the same spot. I'm just seeing it come on this side of the field goal, the
Wow,
upright.
wow.
So a 72-yard pass is what separates the Falcons and the Westerns heading into half.
Gotta love dads, his pops. Had to go take a walk right there.
Did he take off?
Yeah, he took off. It needs a little alone time. At the half, it's your St. Albert Falcons 7 and the Akron Westfield Westerners 0. A 20-minute half.
It is 7:49. That was by far the fastest half of the year so far for the Falcons.
100%. So we'll start the second half at about 8:10. Grab a cool beverage. Maybe use the restroom.
Go back and watch some of those nice plays by the Falcon defense
Yeah.
in the first half too.
Want to thank Tim and Lynn Vogel checking in from North Phoenix. We haven't heard from Tim and Lynn for a little bit, maybe because it's monsoon season in Phoenix.
Mr. Vogel.
Getting heavy rain down there. It's just been crazy how much. Like, they're literally telling people stay home for flash flooding.
Really?
So want to thank Tim and Lynn for checking in. We're going to dim the lights here in Akron.
Got the marching band on the field. How many players we got out there? Looks like we got one at least.
Oh, what are these, blue now? Okay. We got all kinds of stuff going on here. Jesse, you're a construction guy. We've got these big, tall light poles.
Mm-hmm.
And underneath the lights, there's like a red or yellow light coming down. Any idea what that would be for?
Looks like the LEDs right there, the red.
They were red before. They've been, like somebody said, is it for helicopters, airplanes?
Oh yeah, they must be some kind of ordinance that, you know, if it's a certain height, they got to have some kind of reflecting thing up top. I don't know.
I want to thank Gabe Wagner for his fine camera work tonight.
Now you have me staring in the lights. I'm seeing stars now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Count at least 8 football players out there. Pretty cool from the Westerners.
Want me to forward those to the group chat?
And after the band here, we'll get you some halftime stats. Always nice to see the football players out there.
That is Americana.
Oh, baby.
Right there.
Not much better on a Friday night than a little high school football. Community event, as we see the Akron cheerleaders now bringing over gift bags for the Saints. Kind of a tradition here the last 10, 15 years or so. Cheerleaders do this with each other. Well, our cheerleaders are nowhere to be found. I think they went to go powder their noses.
Yeah, there they are rounding the final turn.
Heading on the track.
Coming down the home stretch.
If you're going for the popcorn, ladies, I would say C+.
Oh.
BDR was not great.
Not to the Kelly Crone standard?
No, come on.
No one is. I mean, AMC is barely to that standard. Barely.
BDR for the rookies at home is bulk to dollar ratio. Not a big sack.
Okay.
Not enough oil or butter.
Well, I said AMC. That's the movie theater.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it.
Chad thinks UBT has the best popcorn in town, and for what they charge to watch your own child play a 50-minute basketball game,
It better be.
I would hope so.
Sprinkled with a little bit of gold on there.
Chad Hannon will be joining us next week for the broadcast. He is our producer tonight, and in all seriousness, you owe him a huge thank you if you've enjoyed the broadcast. He has worked tirelessly. We joke about it, but we mean it. We don't even know how to set the equipment up now. And Chad figured it out tonight, brought all the equipment up.
I mean, he saved everyone listening a couple-hour drive, so
100%.
buy him a drink.
Washington hosts Rutgers tonight.
9.5.
9.5, 11.5, somewhere in there. Is that about right? So that game kicking off right now on Fox. The Nebraska Cornhuskers volleyball team at home tonight. Jesse, we can barely hear the band, so let's do a little quick season rewind and a little last night replay.
Oh, for the
Jesse,
junior high
for those
school.
that don't know, he is the head coach of the 7th and 8th grade Falcon football team, and they picked up a nice 19-8 victory last night at Red Oak, and you mentioned it earlier, a nice score right before the half.
Yeah. It was the first time I really had to manage the clock. And there was a play at the end of the half. Charlie, you were there. Quarterback threw the ball away, and the clock ran down from like 40 to 34. And it was, middle school game, not a lot of help up in the score booth. And it took about 3 minutes for them to put 6 seconds back on the clock. And I almost was like, don't worry about it, We ended up snapping the ball with 1 second left and scoring a touchdown at the end of half. So that was it was key taking that momentum into second half yesterday. But
Cooper Cherney ran in the first touchdown of the game. The great kick-out block from Tatum Till. Cooper Cherney throws the second touchdown of the game right at the end of the half. Who was that to?
That was it Alex Ray? Or no, that was Wade.
Wade
Beck.
Beck on the touchdown grab. And then he capped the scoring with a 70-yard touchdown run to begin the fourth, and the Falcons pick up a nice 19-8 victory. And Jesse, you've got a good group there, and I think some 8th graders that could potentially help this team next year.
100%. It's a fun group. It's a really fun group. A bunch of good kids. But yeah, we got some size. A lot of people would come to our games and be like, "Oh, this is a St. Albert's middle school team." We got some good size.
Some of them look like they're ready for JV football right now.
Mm-hmm. Yep, good attitude. I mean, it's a great group of kids. 3-1. Yeah, 2 games left. We're 3-1. We beat Underwood to start the season. Then we had Glenwood. And we lost a close game to Lewis Central 2 weeks ago. And then the Red Oak. That was a dogfight yesterday in Red Oak.
A little closer, I think, the experts at home predicted.
Yeah.
So for those that get a chance, the Little Falcons will play Thursday night at 4:15 at Al Lieber Field. Thursday, 4:15 against Shenandoah. And
that's one those kids, the 8th graders, have had circled for a while.
They've got one of the fastest kids in the entire state of Iowa. He won a big state meet last year in the 100 and the 200. Don't know his name, but he is one of the fastest guys around. And the Falcons have, I think, one of the best running backs we've seen in a long time. Kyle Irwin just eclipses 1,000 yards tonight. But we might have another one coming in Wade Beck. So keep your eye on number 7 if you come.
He's a shifty guy.
Thursday
he kind of runs.
4:15.
Sorry to interrupt. Yeah,
No,
he kind of runs like Kyle. He's shifty. He's fast. And I don't think we've seen him at 100% speed yet this year. So a lot of good things to come from him.
For the old timers, he reminds me of a little ball of muscle from the late 60s by the name of Vince Lieber.
Really?
That's about as high a praise you can get the greatest Falcon football player of all time.
Yeah,
And I'm not saying he's there, and don't get a big head if you're listening to this, Wade, but he's pretty darn good. I want to thank Chuck Gorman. Talk about all-time Falcons. Sarge, former junior high football coach. Owen Bergen, Chuck Gorman, both checking in tonight.
Then we capped the season off 2 weeks from Thursday, home against Trainer. So we got 2 home games coming up, Shenandoah and Trainer. The Trainer game just got added.
Okay, I can't say who. They've asked me not to. They're out of town, so I get it. But a couple of our longtime listeners checking in tonight from Alberta, Canada. Absolutely, Calgary, Alberta, Providence, Canada. Wow. I absolutely love it. One of my favorite areas. A lot of great movies were filmed up that way, including Open Range and several others. So thanks to those folks for tuning in tonight.
You think we're chilly here?
Woo. ADM leads Glenwood 24-3 at the half. That's for a potential district title. ADM will have Lewis Central next week. Lewis Central at risk of not making the playoffs. For our folks in Calgary, we've got the gentleman watching on the big screen in the hotel room. Can we get some fall foliage? Are we up there looking at foliage? Or are you watching the Calgary Flames, who got a great come from behind from America's favorite team, the Edmonton Oilers, Wednesday night?
Hey, I've become an Edmonton Oilers fan over the last couple of years. I'm not ashamed to say.
Hey, absolutely love it. Our owner tonight thinks that we're giving a lot of love to the junior high football team because Jesse's in the broadcast.
Hey, probably the first time you guys talked about him.
This is true.
Yeah.
All
Got
right.
the mini dancers out
The
here
mini
for
dancers,
the Westerners.
absolutely love it. Gabe, is it possible to give a little zoom on the smallest ones out there? The ladies at home, this is one of their favorite things of the broadcast. It's about as cute as it gets.
It's a way to fill your stands, too.
100%. They all bring a parent or two or grandpa or grandma. This place will clear out in about 10 minutes, but they bring the fans. And I'll say this. They've really got a wonderful setup. You can see a lot of hometown pride here. This is a beautiful stadium and environment and a proud football tradition, 2002 state champions, as Trice Center leads Missouri Valley 14-7. Wow, Missouri Valley hanging tough with the 2024 state champions. Bryce.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Charlie.
Brian and Benson, we're still looking for that score. OPS schools over there looking for their first victory. Big ball game tonight. Otherwise, Westside putting it to Elkhorn South, the only other possible competitive game in Class A football this week.
Charlie, what are all the scenarios for the Falcons as far as we win one out of our next two? We're hosting a game. Is there a possibility of hosting two? Or are we neutral site or on the road no matter what?
I believe they've come to their senses, and if you're the 1 seed, you get both games at home. It was weird there years ago. The number 1 seed would get home first round and then have to travel to a lower seed for the second round. I think they've corrected that, and the number 1 stays at home until the quarters, and then you're going to go to a neutral site.
Okay.
And a district champion will not be paired against a fellow district champion in the second round, our producer Chad Hannon tells us.
The Chad Statter.
So it's not like the old days where you see the bracket Friday night at midnight and you know the path. After the first round, then they'll put the pairings out on Saturday. So you don't really know who you're going to play. You got a pretty good idea.
Kind of how the NFL does. They kind of the best teams are playing the lower seeded teams, moving forward, which is how it should be. You should be rewarded for your, regular season success.
So for you fantasy nerds out there, reseeding in the playoffs.
Yep.
That's your selection choice.
Well, that's ruined fantasy playoff seeding. It's probably ruined many friendships over the years.
Gabe, is it possible to get the Hanimals playing catch down here on the big screen? We've got a request for Chad's children who are playing a great game of football at the half.
It's like we got a Coughlin, we got a Mesher, we got a Hannon.
Our friends in Calgary are going to see the Canucks in Vancouver on Monday. Wow. I was there not too long ago. Great spot. AL, Gabe, I'm sad to tell you, leads your alma mater, Des Moines Roosevelt, 10-0 at the half for homecoming. They're only good in country club sports, I'm told. Oh, a little light show. Clarinda leads Clark 43-0.
Clark, where's Clark at?
That's south.
Okay.
My son, who's the ball boy, who was told multiple times, hey, you're on your own for these deals. Responsibility, pack your own gear, you name it. He texts me at half to let me know that his crew neck and sweats are in the locker room, and the locker room door is locked. Well, now you know, Jack. They lock that because they don't want anybody going in there and messing with the Falcons stuff.
He's handed me his necklace a few times in practice, and I actually had it for a few days. I just got it back to him today.
Well, you're the coach,
You
and
know?
that sounds to me like Lost and Found, and
Yeah.
that sounds to me like some old Falcon hills.
Yeah.
Hit the hills, Junior.
That hill is, it's a rite of passage, right?
Yep. We're a little low on the camera, if possible, not to get greedy. Oh, there we go. For a while, we went away from the hill for
It droops.
shin splints or back or something, I don't know. It seemed to work for 50 years and seemed to work for guys like Walter Payton. So,
Jerry Rice used to run that hill too.
yeah.
Well documented.
Maybe not our exact hill, but a big hill.
Right. Not the Falcon.
Jesse, do we have the junior Falcons running the hill these days?
No.
And does the varsity run hills? Honestly, people at home, they would be curious in that.
No, we don't. We do practice up by the softball field. I mean, we work them, but we don't practice down there. The hill, I feel like, was super convenient when you practice on that lower field. But,
Can we at least get a few hills in on Monday for penalties or something?
Yeah.
Just to give them a little taste of the old days?
Yeah, definitely.
Coach Schicklone and crew.
Yes.
Patrick McGill working on the long snaps out there. He's had a couple of good ones. Leo Beiske out there catching some passes.
Yes, we'll get them out on the hill. They'll like that.
Speaking of climbing hills, the Beiskes normally head to Wyoming this time of year to do a little hunting on foot. Sounds manly.
I think
sounds
they
tough.
are again, aren't they?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe so. So the Westerners dance team, and a very good one at that, will end our halftime entertainment with 4 minutes to go. Charline Army, Jesse Shea, Chad Hannon, Owen Wagner on Coach Cannon's 70th birthday.
Ooh, happy birthday, Mr. Cannon.
Trainer leads Red Oak 42-0 halfway through the second.
Say that one again. I'm sorry.
One moment. Trainer leads Red Oak 42-0 halfway through the second.
Okay.
Again, text message number tonight if you want to help us out with the score. If you want to shout out, maybe who you're watching. We want to know who and where and who you're following. The number tonight is 402-639-0788. 402-639-0788 as Gabe Wagner expresses his dislike for the final countdown now playing.
Ooh, I'm definitely playing it next week now.
Mike
Just
Donner
for
lets
Gabe.
us know that Brian leads Benson 6-0
like this song?
in the first. Brian leads Benson 6-0 in the first. And right now, the Toreadors, you should know this if you were paying attention last week. Matt told you. Now, Jesse, you were in the other room, so we can quiz you.
Mm-hmm.
The Toreadors are the mascot of what school? And your hint is they're playing TJ tonight.
The Toreadors?
Toreadors.
Toreadors. Oof.
Almost like a bullfighter. That is the Toreros, University of San Diego. Good. Very close, though. The Toreadors are out of Boone. The boys from Boone leading TJ tonight, 13-0.
Are they in Boone?
They are in Boone.
That's a nice drive.
And, of course, now this guy is really smart, good at trivia. Brian Peterson checking in tonight from Council Bluffs. He, of course, had the answer.
I think I got some volleyball players watching the game at my house, Charlie. I'm waiting for an answer on who's all there.
Well, Mom and Dad are up here in Akron. Who knows what's happening at the Shea household tonight?
Just watching the football game. That's what I've been told.
We've got a request to get Gabe on the mic to talk a little music. And for those that are not familiar, Gabe has been color commentator for soccer, and he is a real music snob, and we say that in a very good way. So Brian Peterson grew up in Nevada, and he had the Toreadors from Boone. Again, Brian leads Benson 6-0 in the first. Jesse, some quick thoughts on the first half before we get to some stats.
Sorry.
That's,
sorry.
That's your cue.
That's my cue. Sorry, I was sending a text. Yeah, I mean, so big play by the defense is really the only thing that's really hurt the Falcons all year on defense is giving up that big play. Gave up one, and they were able to fight back. Moved the ball, really only had one real drive on offense. Everything else we were kind of stuck down here or the time was running out. So I just feel like the Falcons haven't really got a chance to get into their game. We'll see it here. Hopefully, we'll take the opening kickoff down here, get some points, get this to a 2-score game. But I think the Falcons are in great position. They seem, from the eyeball test, seems like the Falcons are the better team so far.
Kale and Dane Yurkowski grandparents watching from Omaha tonight. So want to thank them. Uncle Kyle watching from Ohio. So thank you to Kale and Dane Yurkowski's grandparents watching from Omaha tonight. And with that, want to let you know, Kale so far in the first half is 5 of 8 for 131 yards and a 72-yard touchdown throw. Kyle Irwin eclipses 1,000-yard season tonight. First one in 15 years to do it.
That's crazy because we've had some success since 2010.
No doubt about it.
Wow.
Extra Jesus points if somebody can find us who that rusher was in 2010. Adrian Jessen, he's got that reception for 72 yards. Cooper Hamilton has 2 for 29. Bennett Johnson has 1 for 18, and Avery Beck has 1 for 12. Defensively for the Falcons tonight, led by Ben Crone with 5 tackles. 3 of them assisted. Adrian Jessen has 4 and a great stick in the first quarter. Micah Hutchinson with 4, Irwin with 2, Sundberg with 2. And so those are your first half stats. Overall, the Falcons have 161 yards, 131 of them through the air. So, Jesse, you're good at math. How many rushing yards does that leave us?
Is that 31?
30 rushing yards. Well done. Of course the Mad Statter knows it.
The Chad Statter. The Chad Statter,
The
right?
Chad
Where you
Statter
at?
knows it. As well as the Mad Statter, Matt Matson, the last man to eclipse 1,000 yards.
Oh, okay.
Jake Gentile,
Okay.
who was your 2009 Casey's Player of the Game in the state championship ball game.
He is now the defensive coordinator at Bell West, I believe.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Back deep for the Falcons. Kyle Irwin will stand at the goal line along with Adrian Jessen, so expecting a big kick from 57. And Jessen's going to catch it off the bounce at the 5-yard line, blocking over off right-hand side, has running room. A man or two to beat. Good cut. Jessen still on his feet, and he'll finally go down at the 38-yard line.
Huge
A
return.
60-yard return, but unfortunately there's laundry back at the 18-yard line.
This 100% is the ref from the Galen game.
And Coach Woods doesn't care for it. Neither does Coach Gentile. The official doesn't care for the questioning. Hit the rewind button. Go back and check it out for yourself. Maybe there was a reason there was such a big hole there, but a nice return by Jessen, though, all the same.
What are they? It looks like they're marking the ball.
And so this is interesting.
It is not. Should be a spot foul, but it looks like they're walking it off from the end of the run.
After the play was over,
Oh.
personal foul. Leading team, number 1.
Okay.
Yards into the run, first down.
Okay, so it was not a hold. That's why they're down there. We're up here. It was a personal foul, unidentified player for the Falcons after the play. And so St. Albert will start on their own 47-yard line. Donnie Woods is folks checking in tonight from Asheville, North Carolina. Hope everything's okay down there a couple years after the flood. Don and Donna Woods checking in from Asheville, North Carolina. Falcons lead as we begin the second half. Gain of about 3 on the play for Kyle Irwin, going to bring up 2nd and 7.
Good tone setting return there by the Falcons. See if the Falcons can take that momentum into this drive and push this score to a 2-score game here.
The Snyder family listening from Omaha tonight, the Sawyer Sheffield Fan Club. That's King Sawyer to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Homecoming King. 2nd and 7. Falcons lead 7-0. missed some scoring opportunities in the first. No gain there for Irwin. Loss of a half a yard, going to bring up 3rd and 8.
Irwin took a big hit at the end there, got sandwiched by a couple Westerners.
Good defensive front here from the Akron Westfield Westerners. The offensive line not opening the holes they have in games past. So the Falcons have relied a little more on Cale Yurkowski, and he's had a good ball game tonight. 3rd and 8, 10:40 to go here in the third. Jessen and Benny Johnson down to the bottom. Beck and Hamilton up top. Irwin likely there to protect. And Yurkowski's going to step up in the pocket and look for Johnson once again. Falcon parents wanted a penalty, certainly not, and that will bring up 4th and 8. A good ball would have been a very difficult catch, though.
Yeah,
tight
window there. The Westerner did look like he wrapped him up around the face mask, so no flag, no penalty. Falcons will punt here. See this this leg Mr. Hamilton has again here. Always,
I contend,
hate when we punt, but I do like watching him kick.
I contend the Division I punter, his first of the night. And here's a decent one, not great, going to bounce down about the 20-yard line, but he gets a fantastic roll. Falcons position themselves. That ball will be down at the 5-yard line. So a 51-yard punt from Cooper Hamilton puts the Falcon defense in business. Monty and Ruth Sheffield checking in from Lake Maloney near North Platte. So thank you, Monty and Ruth, grandparents of Sawyer Sheffield. They found me on, what app is this? WhatsApp. What app? It's WhatsApp.
Feels like the ball's been stuck down here for a large part of the game.
As far away from the announcer's eyes as they can get. 1st and 10 for the Westerners at their own 5-yard line. Falcons leading 7-0. You feel like this should be 21 or so, but the Westerners hanging in there.
Condensed formation, running off tackle here. Irwin, nice job stepping up there from the corner position.
Grandpa, Grandma from 5 hours away. Sawyer Sheffield in on the tackle along with Kyle Irwin.
Looks like he just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe picks up one there. These tight formations, you really need those corners and the safeties to come down in there. And Irwin, and we have no question about Ben Crone's ability to come down and put his nose in there. But
not everyone likes contact.
That Ben Crone sure does. Yes, sir.
2nd and 10, I formation in the backfield. Man in motion, a lot of spirit below us. This is going to be run off right-hand side.
He is not easy to bring down.
Avery Beck wanted a hold, not going to get it. Gain of a couple on the play, going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Brody Hoffman.
Again, we were here last year as the Falcons played Lamar's Galen, first round of the playoffs, 48-24 loss in that game. Otherwise, we were here 2015 playoffs in an absolute shootout game. Falcons lost, I think it was around like 57-36 maybe. Falcons got revenge the following year in the playoffs, though, 24-21 on a Barajas 45-yard field goal. And we're going to throw a flag. I think we had a guy lined up off sides for the Westerners. They're going to call a false start.
That'll be half the distance. That'll put them back to the 3. Move it to, looks like probably a 3rd and 11.
Good football up here from Sioux City all the way to the Minnesota border up near South Dakota. We're kind of in West Lyon territory, West Sioux. 3rd and 11, early 3rd quarter. Falcons clinging to a 7-0 lead. And Johnson's going to look up top in the post pattern. That ball is going to be caught. There's nothing you can do about that. That was a
nice
great
catch.
route, great throw, and a great catch there by number 4, Ben St. Pierre.
That's a fun one to say. You know, if you listen to any basketball games, I love a fun name to say. St. Pierre.
St. Pierre. We got watchers in Calgary tonight. We got anybody up near Montreal? A lot of French that way. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. This will be Johnson up the middle. And good blocking, and he's still on his feet, and Johnson going to be finally pushed out of bounds by Jessen at the 40-yard line. Gain of 20 on the play.
And Caleb Johnson, big third down find there, the previous play. They go back to him.
Different spelling than the great Caleb Johnson for the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Looks like there might be a flag on the play. Okay.
Sideline warning on the offense. And so probably what that means is somebody was standing in the area near an official.
They'll get one warning. The second one will result in is it a unsportsmanlike?
I believe so.
Okay.
Falcons need a stop. They need the football back. Got to salt this one away. As the clock continues to go here on the play clock, they're going to be close to getting this off, I think, when it's all said and done. I formation in the backfield. And here's the give to the halfback up the middle. Be brought down as pads are starting to pop here in the second half. Jack Burt in on the tackle for the Falcons.
Looks like Burt hog-tied him from the back there.
Burt seems like one of those kids, if he gets a hand on you, you're done.
Yeah, you're not going anywhere. Nedley's a tough runner, too.
2nd and 7. Falcons stay in that 5-man front. Your linebackers are Micah Johnson, Avery Beck, Adrian Jessen, your cornerback up top. Ben Crones, your lone safety. Kyle Irwin, ISO down here towards the bottom. And here's option right-hand side. They've got it well blocked, and he'll be pushed out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Well, a live formation option football can still work from time to time. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Westerners at the Falcons' 46-yard line.
If you block it right and you have the athletes, that offense can travel, Charlie. It's good for cold weather football, too.
100%. 100%. Thank you to Gabe Wagner, who's getting that great camera view right in front of you on your big screen, wherever you might be watching tonight, or maybe you're in the car at Target. I formation. And this will be a fullback give up the middle. Not much, gain of a couple. A lot of throwing in today's football, Jesse, but I still enjoy a good fullback dive.
Yeah. I was talking today to somebody, a guy I work with. He was trying to explain to his son how Mike Allstott was. And going back to Cam Scadaboo.
He's like a fullback. What's that?
Yeah. So it's like Cam Scadaboo is probably the closest thing we have to Mike Allstott.
Yep. Great Corey Schlesinger for the Huskers
in the
mid-90s. Little bowling ball, porcupine. I formation, 2nd and 8. Johnson's going to option out left-hand side. Avery Beck gets there, and Cohen Hamilton will bring him down. Good pursuit by the Falcons, especially Hamilton from behind. Going to bring up 3rd and 5 in what is likely 4-down territory.
You can see how slippery slippery Caleb Johnson is. One of our most sure tacklers, Avery Beck, just whiffed on him there on the perimeter. He's a tough guy to bring down.
Yep. Wrestler got him though. Little 2-point. Is it a 3-point takedown now? It's now 3-point. Thank you, Chad, former high school wrestler. 3rd and 5, 4-down territory. Trips up top. Beck Adrian Jessen peeking in the backfield. He nailed a receiver earlier out of this formation. And this will be Johnson running over off right-hand side.
He stood up
there. Avery Beck gets him this time.
Oh, my gosh.
They're going to call him late. You can drive him into the ground in high school. That's not a problem, and you're trained to play through the whistle. It's a late whistle, and they're going to get Beck for a late hit personal foul on a play that we thought was clean. The Falcon student section doesn't like it.
I don't like it either, Charlie.
I don't like it either. Neither do the faithful. Some other Geyers are listening tonight. Amy Geyer Rollis checking in. And she remembers being here in 2015, and it was absolutely freezing.
That's after the play, right? So that should be spotted from the place he was tackled, not from the previous spot, which is where they enforced it from.
I'll buy that. I'm currently trying to cool myself after this compliment that we sound like Al Michaels and Pat Summerall compared to the Huddle broadcast a couple weeks ago. Here's Johnson up the middle. It's a 7-6 ball game on the 26-yard touchdown run. That's Falcon coaching staff absolutely irate. They wanted a holding call. Coach Woods about 10 yards out onto the field. I don't know if he's saying you gave him that or if they wanted a hold on the play, or he might be saying a late substitution and the Falcons should have had time to sub. You don't see Coach Woods this revved up very often.
I feel like we saw some of this last year with this same crew.
Well, it's one of those where you drive far enough out of town and you just don't know what's going to happen as 57 set for the extra point. It's up.
He made that one. Oh, it's short.
And he made it. Your turn to be wrong, Jesse.
That
7-7 and what feels like a 21-7 type game.
Yeah.
But here we are, the Falcons in an absolute battle here in Northwest Iowa with playoff seeding implications on the line. Jesse, interesting team here. Only 2 wins on the year against West Monona and Westwood. Neither have had a great year. But they played Woodbury Central really tough last week.
Yeah.
Maybe they found a little something here late in the year.
I mean, you know, you're still dealing with 16, 17, 18-year-old kids, you know, so we got to go out there. The game is played on grass, not on paper. We got to come out here. We got to execute. We got to, you know, get past the bad calls. We can't let that hurt us on the next play. So Falcons just 0-0 game right now.
A couple of maybe 14, 15-year-olds check in. Leo Beiske up there on the kickoff coverage. Kason Nadwick is out there. Cohen Hamilton, Cooper Hamilton.
It's like maybe a little pooch kick set up here.
They're wondering. And the Falcons, again, had it scouted well. They're going to call the fair catch with Benny Johnson.
Nice job by Benny Johnson. Head on a swivel there.
And St. Albert will take over near the 40. So we'll see how the Falcons respond. That's going to be important here. They've had opportunities, Jesse. It's time to put one in the end zone.
Right. You cannot let the last play affect the next play.
So you love to get revved up, but you gotta keep your cool. Twin receivers up top, twins below. Irwin, the Mac with Yurkowski. Irwin up the middle, not a lot of running room again. Going to bring up 2nd and 9.
Those ends are getting upfield really fast.
Okay, so what do you do, Coach?
I think
They're getting up the field.
I
what
think
do
you run right at them.
Okay.
Run right inside that, right to that C gap there.
Okay.
If they're coming upfield like that.
So for the moms and maybe some of the dads at home, what are you talking about? Like off the tackle, push the tight end out? You talking about running that way?
Yeah, like right off the tackle or right inside the tackle.
Trips down below. Falcons been known to throw a little bubble pass out of this. And as I say that, they'll run Irwin up the middle again.
But those
not much doing.
The tackles on the for the Westerners, they're doing a good job of plugging it up in the middle too, though.
Brody Hoffman makes the tackle. Momentum has certainly shifted. We talked about it last week. It's still an important factor, we believe, especially in high school sports. The Westerners have all of it right now with 4 minutes to go in the third in a 7-7 ball game. Important play, I think, here, Jesse, for the St. Albert Psyche.
Mm-hmm. Big time.
Twin receivers with Cronin, Jessen, Hamilton's up top.
Got to move the chains here.
We got a man in the slot. That's that's Colt Spencer. Gets a nice block. Yurkowski will step up, forced out of the pocket. He's going to go out
Oh,
of
that's
bounds.
late.
Hit
That's late. That's 100% late.
And they're not going to call it. Falcon fans,
How
players,
is that
coaches,
not late if the other one isn't late?
Irate. Coach Woods is going to give him a piece of his mind. He's going to get 15 yards for it. Not going to matter. The Falcons are going to punt either way. And with Hamilton, it doesn't matter. This thing is getting combustible. Old school.
Old school home cooking is what I smell.
You saw it right in front of your screen. It looked like a late hit to us.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the visitor's bench.
And so we've got some other scores for you. And so now we're getting some text messages that we cannot read on the air. The Falcon faithful on the text line tonight not happy, and I don't think nor should they be.
This also happened when we were up in Woodbury last year, up here.
Yep.
Same kind of stuff. Issues with the clock.
So the Falcon fans are saying, hey, you gave them a warning earlier. Where's our warning? Well, I think the official gave Coach Woods one after the touchdown. All right, so let's see what Cooper Hamilton can do here. We need a good snap. Hamilton will stand about his own 15-yard line.
They're going to call that.
It should be fourth down.
It should be fourth down. But they enforced the other penalty wrong, too. So they're giving the Falcons another shot here.
And Akron Westfield irate on the sidelines. They know it as well. Now they're going to get a time. They're not going to call timeout, but they're going to get the officials' attention. They know it should be fourth down. Now, why do you give them that without making them call a timeout?
Right. They have to be charged a timeout here.
We believe it should be fourth down. The scoreboard has it as third down. And so now we wait to find out. Again, there has been no timeout called.
Right now it says 3rd and 25.
Well, a beautiful autumn drive has turned into a little bit of a horror movie up here so far. The Falcons in a little bit of trouble here.
And I would be playing the Jeopardy music right now.
So now they're going to bring it back. So he went out of bounds around the 42-yard line. So they're going to decline the penalty, and that'll make it 4th and 9. I didn't know you could decline an unsportsmanlike. Correct me if I'm wrong, officials at home.
You're right.
I think it should be 4th down and 25.
I agree.
Yurkowski runs out of bounds on 3rd and 10. As it stands, it's 4th and 8. Hamilton moves up to his own 25-yard line, so the Falcons get 10 back. We need a good one here. And Hamilton gets off an absolute beauty that is going to be caught at about the 26-yard line.
You did a good job catching that ball.
All right, boys, if you're not happy, time to do something a little about it on the defensive side. Time for a turnover, Jesse.
That could definitely change the momentum here.
Falcons nearly had a 52-yard pick six with Cooper Hamilton earlier. He takes it down to the 5, but the Falcons fumble it, can't punch it in. Big quarter here, big series for the Falcons. 5-man front. I formation with Johnson, trying to get the Falcons off sides. They're not biting. Fullback give, not much doing. Now they're going to tush push him. Probably not going to work against our D-line. No gain on the play, going to bring up 2nd and 10. Sawyer Sheffield checking in for the Falcons.
Oh, I'm shaking. I'm cold.
Cohen Hamilton will check in. I don't make a ton of great life decisions, but I brought a hooded sweatshirt tonight, and I always have winter gear in the car.
Yes.
Even in July, you never take it out. The coat, the gloves, you go to enough kiddie ball games, or you just don't want to be cold.
That's a good policy, and I really do not like being cold. I think I just left in a hurry today, I think.
Friday afternoon, hurry to get out of the office, 2nd and 9. Falcons get good pressure but can't quite get there. Johnson forced out of the pocket. Boy, he is slippery.
Yeah, he is.
And he's going to get a gain of about 6 on the play. Going to bring up 3rd and about 1. A lively St. Albert student section has made the trip tonight, 2 hours north of Council Bluffs. If you're a parent at home and you've got a youngster up here, in all seriousness, make sure they watch the deer on the way home.
Yeah. Is that season. Big down here for the Falcons. 3rd and 2. A stop here just as good as a turnover.
3rd and 2. Possible run this way. Chad Hannon thinks, our producer who got us on the air tonight. And here's quarterback keeper Jack Bird in on the stop for the Falcons with the host of defensive line. Loss on the play. well, they're going to give him the line of scrimmage.
Well, just hopefully we didn't hit him too hard.
Okay.
Draw a flag.
Either way, as Jesse said, force the punt, and Irwin and Crone will go deep. Got to watch the fake here, 2 and 4, nothing to lose. Only a yard or 2 to gain, and so the Falcons kind of sniffing that too. They'll put Avery Beck at the linebacker position. Crone and Irwin stand at their own 40-yard line. Snap is back, and the kick is off, and it's a pretty good one.
He's a pretty good punter.
And St. Albert is going to wisely, what do you think they call it these days? Fire? What do you think they say to get out of the way?
Peter. It's still Peter.
Still Peter?
Yeah.
Oski still
a turnover. Yep.
Get an interception, you yell Oski, and that's code for your guys. Start blocking. I want to return this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Hamilton didn't give us a chance earlier. He was just going straight for the house.
Fire's on like a botched snap for the field goal holder. That's when you yell fire and they run out.
All right. So if you hear it at home, they still call that at all levels for St. Albert. Peter on the punt, Fire on the PAT or field goal, and Oski on an interception. And now you know. Usually it's the Mad Statter putting things into our vocabulary. Here's Irwin up the middle left-hand side. Not a lot doing. Helmet comes off for Luke Sundberg. He'll have to check out of the ball game. Probably just wanted a little TV time. Those linemen never get any. Cole Noon checks in for the Falcons. Cole's folks and grandparents in the bleachers tonight. Good crowd has made their way to Akron.
Cole Noon's a big kid. Some size on this Falcon line. Both sides of the ball.
Abraham Lincoln leads Des Moines Roosevelt 17-0 at home. Coming. Twin receivers, Crone and Jessen. Spencer's the slot. They're going to roll out, and now we're going to run a little counter with Irwin. Not a lot doing there, but I like the play call, Jesse. Gain of a couple, going to bring up 3rd and 6.
Used to call that BYOB, bring your own block. You got one defender unblocked. You just gotta make him miss, and the rest of the field's yours. Did a good job. That Westerner cornerback did a good job. Open field tackling Irwin is not easy.
To your point, with rushing the edges as hard as they can, sometimes those counters can work. Maybe a little screen now and then. Falcons might be content to let the quarter run out.
And it could, later on in the game, could slow those ends down. Rushing upfield.
For a team that averages nearly 3-hour games, we're not going to complain to let the clock roll with a 2-hour drive home. I think we're going to miss the Pizza King window. But at the end of 3 quarters of football, we've got a great game with a little bit of everything. It's St. Albert 7, Akron Westfield 7, as St. Albert will have 3rd and 7 as we start the 4th.
You got AL leading 17-0 at the end of the 3rd against Des Moines Roosevelt. Did you say that already?
Yep, that's okay.
Okay.
Harvard leads Cornell 20-0, and here's a shocker. Rutgers leads Washington 10-0. Your late game when you get home is Fresno State at Colorado State. Other scores for you in the area tonight. Trice Center in a ball game tonight leading Missouri Valley 21-7. Lewis Central leads Denison 42-0. Underwood leads Shenandoah 36-0. 3rd and 5 here for the Falcons. And they're going to look towards Hamilton. And Yurkowski slips out of his hand a little bit. That ball is moist tonight. And the Falcons will be forced to punt on 4th and 5. So this is one of those games, Jesse. It's going to come down to your defense.
Yeah, it's a dogfight. These cold weather games, playing against a team that runs a lot of I formation, it doesn't surprise me we're in this position, really.
So again, maybe a deceiving record at 2-4. They played Woodbury Central to a tight game last week. Woodbury Central ranked 8th in the state. For reference, Riverside was ranked 9th in the state last week. High snap. Good kick by Hamilton, and it's going to be fair caught at the 30-yard line. So the Falcons flip the field position. We've had 2 turnovers, fumble recovery, interception return. We need one now as Brody Pellet, number 3, checks in for the Falcons.
He likes to get his nose in there. Whenever he's on the field, I feel like we're always saying his name.
Wrestler.
Yeah.
It's a wrestler.
You know, and as I'm sitting up here shivering, I know you are. I know Chad is. I can see him shivering. Got to shout out these cheerleaders out here in the elements.
They had the skirts on. Now they put the pants on. Now they got the tops on. They had the undershirts going.
They're more prepared than I am, that's for sure.
I will say every year they win best dressed. I mean, their hair looks perfect. The bows in their hair look perfect. So all the credit to the St. Albert cheer team who's made the way to Akron tonight. Toss sweep right-hand side.
It looked like he wanted to throw that
know
for a
it.
second.
I know it.
Oh, we got a flag on the field.
That's in the area of holding. Gain of about 3 on the play. Gonna
Let's see
push
how
it
they
back.
enforce this penalty. Rules might be different up north.
We think it should be first and about 15. We'll find out. Again, we'd still take text messages.
Okay, spot foul. That was behind the line of scrimmage, so they'll mark it off from the line of scrimmage, 1st and 20.
All right, Jack Burt, number 70. Luke Sundberg, check back in. 51, Andrew Beckman back in there for the Falcons at 56. 66 is the King Sawyer Sheffield. And Colt Spencer, 87. He's the DN to the top. Micah Hutchinson, 22. Avery Beck, number 1. First and about 20. Got to get out to the 41-yard line.
They shift to the field side. Quarterback
Here's
keeps up the
Caleb
middle.
Johnson up the middle. Parents are trained well. They're calling out the play for the sideline. I love it.
And Crone makes Johnson pay at the end of that run.
Got a man down for the Falcons. Possible got the wind knocked out of him type situation. I think it's Cohen Hamilton.
Is that Hutchinson or Hamilton?
Nick Finken makes his way out there. Give him credit for making the trip tonight.
Give him credit. Hey, he helped us. He got that athletic tape up here for the camera.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, and you know what? Thank the man, Fritz Crone.
Yeah.
The manly man, Fritz Crone. He taped it up. He figured it out. They gave me the tape, and Fritz looked at me like, yeah, no, I got this. Micah Hutchinson, excuse me. I saw the 2, so it's Micah Hutchinson. I think just got the wind knocked out of him quick.
Tough kid. He's had a good season.
Thought the great soccer player Nick Finken might be home watching USA Ecuador tonight, but it's 1-0 at the half, Ecuador, we're told. Yeah, Mike is a tough kid. He is, frankly, he's small. He's not undersized. He's just small. Let's call it like it is, but he plays a really tough linebacker position.
He's built like an Iowa linebacker, high school linebacker, I feel like.
Yeah, go with that. So now, Kason Nadjwick will check back into the ball game.
Who's pretty stout himself.
He is stout. Don Versace's grandson.
Yeah.
Andrea's. Shotgun formation, trips up top.
I was talking about Don Versace the other day. Little swing pass out here to the running back.
And going to be brought down. Look like 67, 56 in on the tackle. Nadjwick will check out. Got a good rep there.
Can't say those numbers together anymore, can you, Charlie?
Youngster and just a sophomore, good baseball player.
Brings up 3rd and 14 from the
67.
Western 27.
Did all the youngsters at home go crazy? 67.
You can't even count to 10 anymore.
That's the thing, and nobody knows what it means, but
Nope.
it's sure cool.
Yeah.
3rd and 14, 10:35 to go here in the ball game. We're at 7s. Falcons nearly a 3-touchdown favorite in Vegas. Long bomb is going to be almost caught.
Incomplete, no flag on the field. Falcons get a stop here,
Kyle
despite
Irwin.
playing 11 versus 12, it seems.
Now, let's not do that just yet. Our owner, Joe Narmy, is going to get a phone call on that.
Sorry,
one.
Joe. That was Chad.
Great coverage by Kyle Irwin. That was a beautiful ball. Thought he had it, but the ground knocks it out at the last second.
It was a good throw, good coverage, good play by the receiver, everything.
And Nation Schwartz, why there will be the punter, Brody Pellett, the defender down at the bottom of your screen. Falcons nearly get there on the punt. Here's another really good punt. So when you see 57, you don't always think great kicker, but he is a really good one.
Yep.
And so St. Albert will take over their own 27-yard line. And let me know if you've heard this before, but an important drive for the green and gold.
I think the Falcons here just move the chains one time. Get the momentum going the right direction here.
What do you call? What do you call here? What do you like?
I mean, we have so many athletes on the outside. I think, give it to one of our receivers on the outside, make a miss.
Okay. I like that. Brody.
Yurkowski throws a good deep ball, too. Looks like they're going
Yurkowski is
Wildcat.
not going to have that opportunity. He's going to be the receiver down at the bottom, along with Benny Johnson, Adrian Jessen. Wildcat formation with Avery Beck, and he's going to keep it himself right-hand side. Beck's still on his feet and going to carry defenders. So I think the Falcons have said, all right, rough and tough up the middle. We got an option for that. Avery Beck, he'll get 6 on the carry. I'm going to bring up 2nd and 4. Chad, am I going to make you jealous as you're touching your flat screen as I pull out my ski mittens?
Those some Titleist golf gloves, or
I might have been a Cub Scout. Always be prepared. Twin receivers each way. Yurkowski stays down towards the bottom, Beck in the backfield, and he's going to give it to Irwin this time. Little running room off right-hand side. Maybe a couple if he's lucky. They're going to give him just one. Going to bring up 3rd. Well, they're going to call it 3rd and a long one, so that's a little better.
Falcons need to get to the 37.
Chad, what do you like here on 3rd and a long one with 9 minutes to go in a tie ball game? Our producer, Chad Hannon, likes the screen pass. Jesse, how about you? What do you like here, Coach?
I mean, I like Avery Beck, 3 yards in a cloud of dust here.
Avery Beck will stay in the backfield with Kyle Irwin. Yurkowski stays down towards the bottom. And the Falcons are going to keep it with Beck. It's going to be close. I don't think he has
think he's a yard short.
I think he's short. ADM leads Glenwood 38-3. Amy Peterson checking in after filling bake sale orders at St. Pat's. So thank you, Amy. Westside leads Elkhorn South 35-3 at the half. So much for competitive football in Class A. But at last check, Bryan leads Benson 6-0. 4th and inches, Jesse.
Huge play. Huge play.
Shotgun formation. Yurkowski's the quarterback. They're going to try and draw Akron off sides.
There we go.
They do.
Hard count. Got him.
Great hard count. Akron, the coaches don't like it. They think he was drawn. That's kind of the point. St. Albert will get the first down.
We've been on the wrong end of that so many times this year. It's nice to be on the right end.
The Falcons held their water on a similar situation early in the game, and now they catch Akron. Disciplined football still wins.
Moving the chains.
Our producer, Chad Hannon, again, exceptional job, get us up and rolling. He says, now you go deep. Trips down below, Jessen up top, Irwin in motion, and Yurkowski's in, drop straight back. Good passing cover,
That's
good
Avery
coverage.
Beck.
Avery Beck with the catch of the 40, drags men down to the 37-yard line. So great protection by the O-line. Beautiful ball by Yurkowski. And Beck with a nice grab. Frankly, he's built like a fullback. But a nice catch by the receiver. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Falcons at the Westerners' 37-yard line.
Great throw and catch. Like I said, Donnie has trusted Avery with being a back, catching the ball since his sophomore year. So it doesn't surprise me they go to him right there. He's got great hands.
And Jesse, fair to say, he's found some trust in Yurkowski.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
He's really gotten better throughout the year. Avery Beck goes in the backfield, and it's a low snap. And now they can't decide who wants it. Irwin stays on his feet. Juke jive makes a good something out of nothing. And Irwin's still on his feet, going to get a gain of about a yard.
Ooh, that was a disaster. Woo. All over it.
That would have been 2nd and 17. As it stands, it'll be 2nd and 10. And now you start to wonder, as the clock ticks, is it 4-down territory? Another lineman checks in for the Falcons. So which way are we going to go heavy here? Twins up top. Irwin in the backfield. Spencer in motion. And they're going to drop Yurkowski back, and they're going to look deep to Adrian Jessen in the end zone.
That's pass interference.
And they're not going to call it.
What?
And Jessen is slow to get up. Let's hope he's okay.
That is.
And Jessen will get up and will not have to check out, but he'll have to hustle back. Look like
It looked early to me, Charlie.
contact.
That's
As the,
crazy.
St. Albert students really revved up tonight. Spencer will check out. 3rd and 10. So do you go for the first down? Do you go for yardage to set up a 4th down? 7:08 to go. Sevens.
Get the ball to one of the athletes' hand on the perimeter. Right, there you go.
And here's Hamilton, and a good block by Beck. Will not have the first down, but good yardage. Going to set up 4th and short. So you guys wanted that earlier. Get it to the edge, make a man miss. Good block by Beck.
4th and 2.
4th and 2. Aaron Walter checking in. Aaron was kind of our producer at home last week, getting us lots of scores. Great to hear from him.
7:02 to go here. 4th and 2. Falcons got to get to the 27.
All right, Twins up top. Irwin in the backfield. 4th and 2. And here's the give to Irwin. And keeps those feet moving.
Nice job by
He kept
Irwin.
the feet moving. He'll have enough for the first down. Needed 2, got 4.
That's how you respond to a bad call right there, Charlie.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And so now the clock becomes a bit of an ally for St. Albert. With 6:50 to go in the ball game. Fresh set of downs.
St. Albert student section, small but mighty, getting into it.
Shotgun formation. Yurkowski's going to look up top, and that ball is going to be caught by Beck. What a throw by Yurkowski down to the 12-yard line.
Little back shoulder action there.
Oh, baby, and Yurkowski revved up on the sidelines as he should be.
Just found that little pocket down there underneath that safety above the linebacker, or right over the cornerback, actually. Great throw. Great job by Beck finding that hole there.
Jesse, this is a different quarterback than what we saw in August.
Yes, yes. Very confident.
Trips up top, Benny Johnson, Adrian Jessen, Avery Beck. Irwin in the backfield, Hamilton down below. Big boys up front having a good drive. Here's quarterback keeper with Yurkowski, and he will go out of bounds after not much. I like the play call. Keep him honest.
Keeping on. Yep, I agree.
Question now is, after missing 2 field goals, do we go for it, or do we go for it on 4th if it comes to that? So keep that in mind. 2nd and goal from the 9. 5:55 to go. Good crowd has made their way. Twins up top, Irwin in the backfield. Hamilton down below. Going to put Spencer in motion. They throw to him sometimes. They're going to roll Yurkowski out. They're going to throw to Jessen. Jessen catches it. Jessen's going to go in for the score.
Falcons lead.
Beautiful play. Great design. Good catch. And another nice throw from Cale Yurkowski, and the Falcons lead 13-7 with 5:50 to go in the ball game.
Great job by Cale. It was a low snap, so he had to gather himself, and then, it was rope right or roll right. Great job finding him out there. Looks like a little whip route by Jessen on the outside there.
I'll buy it. Patrick McGill will snap. Yurkowski to hold. Hamilton's kick is, I'm going to wait. It's good.
Yes.
14-7, 5:50 to go. If you stayed home, you missed a good one, but thanks for joining us here on the broadcast. And, of course, it is not possible without all of our fine sponsors. And you can find them on the website. They scroll through at the top and the bottom. When you see them out and about, make sure you thank them. If you use their services, make sure you thank them. Jesse, let's give a little shout out to your company. What's the name of it?
IMS Exteriors.
And what do you guys do?
We do roof, siding, windows. We do, all exteriors. So if you're in any of those needs, just give us a call.
Commercial, residential, what's your
Residential.
forte?
Residential. Yeah.
Jesse's done some work for us here recently, and it really has been a fantastic experience.
Snowra community's been good to us.
Matt Wagner, sales guy,
Yeah.
on the project for us. His brother, Steve O'Neill, with a new baby yesterday. A little baby girl for Steve O'Neill.
Played some college ball up here.
Stevie Ray.
Great job by the Falcons responding with that drive. Moved the chains on a 4th and short. Great response by the Falcons.
Hamilton's kick is into the end zone. He's as revved up as the faithful here in the stands.
Yep. Hutchinson back on the field after coming out at the end of that last defensive possession.
Little rumor about Stevie O'Neill and a possible jersey at Morningside. Maybe a ceremony coming up for the former All-American.
Man, he had some good Friday nights for us too, didn't he?
Yes, people forget that. He was a great basketball player, but he was also an all-state receiver.
Didn't he hold the soccer goalie that he still has it, right?
All-state, 3 sports.
Yeah.
Football, basketball, soccer.
And he might be a better golfer than all of those.
That's probably true. Well, I know that's true for me. 14-7, 5:50 to go. Give over off right-hand side. Not much doing.
Falcons get a stop here. Momentum is completely changed in the Falcons' way right now. Falcons get a stop here. This game is.
Jetson forces him back inside, and the D-line cleans him up. Going to bring up 2nd and 7. Again, thank you to Chad Hannon, our producer. Got it all set up, got it all fixed. We're rolling. Gabe Wagner stepped in. He was just kind of BSing with us, and we said, hey, we need somebody to run the camera. And he stepped up. So thank you to Gabe Wagner.
Is Rachel up here? No, okay. So he was flying solo anyway. Johnson in the
I thought you were
shotgun.
implying that he wanted to get away from his wife, Jesse.
No.
Going to fake the short one, going to be forced out of the pocket, and Johnson's going to find a receiver towards the top. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
It looks like Cohen Hamilton out there on the perimeter making that stop, and it is.
And it's either going to be 3rd and a football or 1st down. Going to be really close.
They had to get to the 20, so off the touchback.
Probably 4-down territory.
Oh,
The analytics say so.
that looks right on the line. They're going to award him a 1st down.
As the Mad Statter reminds us, they don't measure anymore. I wish they would.
They don't?
You never see it. You never see a measure anymore in high school football.
You get the index card out.
I formation, we're under 5. Fullback give. Gain of 3, maybe 4.
I think they're happy if this is their last possession by the way they're running, the way they're calling the plays.
Well, it's interesting. They're running the football. Clock continues to run, but now they're kind of going hurry up.
There's a little bit of tempo from them.
And here's the give over off left-hand side. Again, not
Falcons
much doing.
meet them at the
Good
line of
pursuit.
scrimmage.
Gain of 1 on the play, going to bring up 3rd and 5. And apparently, even though we don't run hills anymore, we're in pretty good shape. There is a man down for Akron Westfield. And so there will be an injury timeout with 4:19 to go.
What do you think they do here? Sorry, go ahead, Charlie.
Well, if I'm them, I think it's 4-down territory. I don't think it get cute. The running game's been fairly effective. I think you keep it on the ground here and give yourself some options on 4th down if it were to come.
Mm-hmm. Wait for the down reset, maybe throw it back when you get on 1st down. But, yeah, those condensed formations, they're getting 2-3 yards a pop on those. So
Gabe traveling solo tonight. Is he going to hit the Hard Rock Casino on the way home? I've never been.
I've never been to this
It's
one.
a good one. Chad, that's not one of your properties, is it? Okay, so we can't promote it. 3rd and 5, 4:19 to go. District seeding on the line. If the Falcons were to win, they are guaranteed at least a 2 seed in a 1st-round home playoff game.
Would that
2
be
weeks
on
from tonight.
Halloween?
I think Halloween's on a Thursday. Week 2 is on Halloween. Okay. Well, that's easy. You go trick-or-treating about 5:30. Then you get to the ball game.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 3rd and about 5. The cheerleaders still have lots of energy late in the game. Either that or they're just trying to stay warm.
Big play for the Falcons here, 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5, clock rolls. It was not a timeout. It was an injury timeout. Twin receivers up top or down to the bottom. One receiver up top. Ben Crone's the lone safety. Quarterback keeper Johnson left-hand side. And Johnson, I think, is going to have enough for the first down. I think he needed 4 and got 5. He did.
It's going to be spotted right on the 40.
Well, that's another trick the Statters taught us. They love that.
Wow.
Because now it's really easy to spot for the first down. So even though it was on the 40, the chain was on the 40, no measurement, give them the first down.
They must have got the first down by an inch and the second first down by an inch because they've moved 20 yards exactly.
Clock stops for a first down, but he was pushed out of bounds. We're right at 4 minutes. And this is Johnson now running right-hand side. This reminds me of your assistant coach, Tucker Colgett, about a dozen years ago when he had to play some quarterback. It was run right, run left. And he ran for one to win the ball game against Lewis Central.
He was tough to bring down back in the day.
Luke Sundberg checks out, and Andrew Tamayo checks in on the D-line. Get those guys a little breather here on this drive. Little guys should be fine. Twins down below. Clock continues to tick. Johnson now going to look up towards the top. That ball is going to be caught. Going to come back inside.
He retreats.
And Beck will bring him down.
Where are they going to spot him? Because he came back on his own volition.
They're going to call forward progress inbounds. Clock continues to go. We're at 3 minutes. Luke Sundberg back in for Tamayo. Good rep. 3rd and 5. Got to get right to the 50.
That was a good
Gabe
spot.
Wagner's got it for you right in front of you. They're saying, hey, I'm not covered down here towards the bottom. He says, yeah, we threw this earlier and 2 nailed us. Johnson's going to run right, and he'll have enough for the first down. Johnson's still on his feet, and he will finally be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2:40 to go. And if you're Akron, 2 and 4, nothing to lose. Do they go for 2 if they score? Trips down to the bottom. We're at 2:30 to go. Johnson looks to the sidelines. The receiver down to the bottom. I think he's signaling, I can't get the play. I can't see it. And now they're going to look to the back, out of the backfield. And he'll have the catch. And a gain of about 7 on the play.
Tackled inbounds. Clock still rolling. No first down. 2:14 to go.
3 timeouts left for Akron Westfield. Another first down. I think the Falcons think about a timeout themselves just for a little breather. Can't get beat deep here. Trips up top. As they look to the sidelines, we're under 2. Quarterback keeper, left-hand side. Falcons do a nice job forcing it back in, where he will be brought down after a first down. Gain of 5 on the carry. So if you go back and rewind it, Hamilton forces him back in. 1:40 to go. Clock stops just for the first down, then they get set, and away we go. Akron Westfield trying to get set. Johnson now takes his time, 1:30.
They got to throw at some point here.
And they're going to look to the back up top. Got a block. Gain of about 8 on the play. Stopped by Ben Crone.
Pushed out. That will stop the clock.
And it's going to be 2nd and 3. 1:23 to go. What a fun game, Jesse.
Yes.
Chad will be in the booth with me next week as the Mad Statter will not be available.
Co-producer Gabe just asked, when did the Falcons start, thinking about using their timeouts? I think if they get down inside the 20. But right now, I think you keep them.
Trips to the bottom. Chad says we need a turnover. I will not deny. Johnson left-hand side. Hamilton can't get there, but a host of Falcons swarm him down with 1:15 to go. And Akron, again, not calling a timeout. They've got 3 of them. Thank you. Clock should be rolling. It stopped there.
They gave him a first there. Westerners on the 23. Down 7. 1 minute to go. 60 seconds to go.
They're going to look towards the bottom.
Johnson
had it read perfectly. And now
fumble, ball on the ground.
Ball is on the ground. The Falcons
That's
have the
Avery
football.
Beck.
Avery Beck, the Falcons
Wow.
strip it. Adrian Jessen read the play perfectly. Johnson's forced not to throw it out of the pocket. The Falcons strip it, and Avery Beck
Great job
with
by
the recovery.
whole defense on that play. Caleb Johnson had to pull that back. Then he had to take off. Great strip. Who was that? Was that Burt?
Might have been Jack Burt. Go back and rewind it. Let us know. You're our producers. Who had the strip? Beck had the recovery. Jessen's the one who read it and forced him in. Who had the strip? We'll take it. Now, Jesse, 3 timeouts in their pocket. Falcons can't just kneel on it here.
I like our Wildcat here.
I like getting under center here, to be real honest.
Yeah.
But I know we don't do that anymore. Yurkowski stays shotgun. Irwin joins him in the backfield. Here's Irwin. 2 hands on the football, young man.
First
Irwin
down
forward.
wins the game here for the Falcons.
Irwin for a gain of 3 on the play, maybe 4. Akron calls their first timeout of the half.
47 seconds to go here. Falcons first down ends the game here.
Well, this is high school football. Mr. Hamilton forced to go under the bleachers to retrieve a blanket for Trish Pellet. Trish has never been high maintenance.
Said no one ever.
All right, 2nd and 7, 47 seconds. Cole Noon working his way into the huddle.
He might be going jumbo here.
His Phillies get knocked out of the playoffs. Interesting ball game last night.
That was.
Go with Mendoza safety.
Oh, Gabe Wagner. See, he's smart, folks. He says, do you go with the Mendoza safety here at some point? Do you do it on 4th down where you just run out of the back of the end zone?
Yeah, depending on
And
the
not
time.
risk a high snap. Here's a good snap. This is Irwin. Nice cut. Irwin still on his feet. Irwin out really close to the first down. It'll be 3rd and 1 as Akron Westfield calls their second timeout after a nice little jump cut by Kyle Irwin. Picks up 6.
I think we asked for a measurement here, Charlie.
I think you can ask all you want, and they're not going to give it to you.
They can eyeball it from 30 yards. They're good.
Hey, producers at home, you haven't gone to sleep yet, have you? We find out who had the strip? Not the New York. All right, now we're starting to get a few text messages. Falcons up 14-7, 38 seconds to go, 3rd and 1. Akron with 1 timeout. As the cheerleaders now do Chad's favorite line dance.
22. We're getting Aaron Walter said it was
22, Micah Hutchinson.
with
Thank
the strip.
You. Aaron's been clutch the last couple weeks. Jackson top 15 at Atlantic last night.
Wasn't
The
Walter?
meet
Sorry,
that had Lincoln Pius, big school.
Walter. Wasn't he the first Council Bluffs Football Player of the Year? Not Burrell.
I believe that is correct.
Yeah.
1987, 88 grad. Irwin hangs on to the football, and he'll have enough for the first down. That should do it.
Akron will probably call they will call their final timeout here. 31 seconds to go.
We've done it for
Oh,
20,
no, they did not.
20 plus years. When you come up north, you know you're going to get your hands full. They play good football up here. This has been a gritty win for the Falcons as
And
the
there's-
play clock has 1 more second than the game clock.
Falcons are going to escape the Akron Westfield Westerners tonight. 14-7. 2 touchdowns by Jessen. Ton of great defense. What a game, Charlie.
The Falcons guarantee themselves a home football game in 2 weeks. They'll be at home next Friday for senior night for not only the football team, but lots of other teams as well. Jesse, gritty win. I think this has to be big for the Falcons' confidence as well, especially after last week.
And they know right now, Charlie, they know they're playing in Council Bluffs at the home field the next 2 weeks.
Next 2 weeks.
That's a great feeling.
Gritty win on the road tonight for the Falcons. Gritty broadcast. Want to thank Chad Hannon for extraordinary work. Got here an hour early, set things up. We literally have athletic tape on the camera. We got the echo figured out. He got the score. Not we, Chad. Got the echo, the score bug. Got it all figured out. Jesse, pleasure having you on the broadcast
Hey, thanks
tonight.
for having me, Charlie. You do a great job.
Can't wait to hear you on the PA next week. Chad will be joining us in the booth. And we pray that Brady Smith and Kellen Underwood are back with us for technical support. Thank you to Gabe Wagner. The pictures tell the story. He had it for you tonight. Want to thank you all for joining us. We are StAlbertSportsFan.com. And if you can't make the ball game next week, we will see you at Weeby Stadium at Iowa Western here on